Now, I'm going to go ahead and get right on into it because might as well be Christmas morning. Y'all probably get this Christmas or the day after Christmas. Maybe even today. But Merry Christmas. And yeah, a Happy New Year is coming around. So yeah, stay tuned. And today I just wanted to cover this topic on the TD Jakes hot topic. Y'all know what it is. It's been trending for a minute. At first, I didn't really know what was going on, but basically, TD Jakes is a pastor. I forget what state. Dallas, a Dallas, Texas pastor that has been linked to Tyler Perry and etc. And so there was memes and there was a whole bunch of shit going around saying that he basically was going to Diddy's parties and he's a part of the LGBT community on the low. All right, so the reason why I didn't really jump to make this topic or to address this topic is because I honestly do not care to keep making topics about DL pastors. I already did one a while back. And if I feel like it'd be almost the same content, but I'm gonna go ahead and just speak on how I feel about religion with gay people or bisexual people, LGBT people in general, and yeah, perfect day is Sunday. It's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. First, I'm gonna just say it's not surprising to me at all. When I look at him, he does look like a gay man. I can see that. I think all of us can see that. And the main thing about this to me is the unfortunate circumstances that a lot of gay black men like to find themselves into these spaces of religion. I don't have a problem with religion because it condemns homosexuality or bisexuality, etc. I have a problem with religion because I sense game from a mile away. All right. I'm a playboy my damn self. I've been one all my life, at least. You know what I'm saying? I can sense manipulation and game from a mile away. Whenever anybody can get you to believe something without questioning it, there's a red flag right there. And I always wonder why and ask Christians, well, why do you not, why this, why that? And they're like, you just believe. How do you know this? How do you know that? Well, you just believe. And I'm like, so all the answers is just to believe. Like, there's no questions being asked. There's no room for, you know, cause and effect or nothing like that. And I just got to believe what somebody tell me, regardless of the truth that's right in my face and the, evidence that certain shit is not actually a fact that it says. And I just have to believe it because the book said to believe it. Yeah, anytime people can get you to believe something, if I can ever get you to think something and not question what I'm telling you, and I expect you to believe what I'm saying, like, come on, man, that's pimp shit. I recognize pimp shit all day, bro. Like, nah. And so that's why I'm not religious, okay? I was raised in the same kind of Catholic, I was raised in the same kind of religious Christian background that most black people were raised in. But I had the ability to form my own opinion. Yes, I did the whole going to the plays, being in the, the church plays, the church choir, Bible study, all that. I did all that growing up, you know what I'm saying? But I grew, did my research, and based off my experiences and what I have been through and what I've seen and what I believe, based on my instincts and what I've acquired, the knowledge I've acquired, I do not believe in religion. Okay, I think that it is just a social manipulation construction to get everybody to fall in line with the world orders that they want to put in place. Okay, whenever you just have to go along with something because you have to believe and There's no questions to be asked. There's no, you know, there's no truth being shown as an evident thing to exist. I can't just go off of that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, anybody who does, that's on you. And I respect you for being religious. You got to believe what makes you sleep better at night, not what I believe or what anybody else believes that makes them sleep better at night. This make me feel better. This make me feel good about myself to believe what I believe. So I feel like you should do the same. That's my real opinion on religion. I don't think nobody should shapeshift for anybody else. I feel like religion is for yourself. I feel like beliefs are for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when I see a lot of these pastors, and you can tell they're obviously a part of the LGBT community, it just is sad to me because it just says a lot of self hatred, self denial, self separation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really separate yourself from yourself to in order to be in an environment that goes completely opposite of you. You know what I'm saying? And then try to compartmentalize it where you say, well, I'm still a child of God because I exist and he would have made me this way if it wasn't for that. So me being a part of this, I can help change it. Nah, that's like a police officer, a black officer joining the police force and then trying to act like he can change the fact that that was built on racism from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta really do y'all's research, okay, on a lot of this stuff that we done been taught in this world, and not just going for the okie doke. Okay, do your research, y'all. The police force was started based off of a slave capturing group of individuals. Okay, they were slave catchers, and then it's the same logo, the same star, and everything, and then they just transformed, they reformed it into the police force, y'all. Come on, man. Do y'all's research. All right. There's a lot of shit that we done been led to believe that is just not it. And I believe that religion is one of them. I feel like it's just a social construct to make you fall in line and be easily manipulated and easily controlled. I do not believe that there's no, you know what, like invisible person up in the sky, like controlling none of it and then create none of this. All this, you think that a person could create? Come on, man. This is all this shit in this world is beyond our imaginations. Like, but yeah, I just to say, I go with this quote right here. I'm gonna put right here. I saw earlier. I'm with the trans community when it comes to this. Okay, like straight up. And yeah, it was necessary for me to cover this topic because it has been requested. And someone asked, like, how do I feel about church gays and, you know, gays in the church and all that. And this is just my opinion. I feel like you should not be there. I feel like you're going against yourself and you are trying to do right the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to, and this is just my opinion, like I just said, continue to believe what you want to. But if you're going to try to change something, you can't try to change something that is built the way that it was from scratch and then try to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to realize that certain stuff is what it is going to be because it was created to be that way. And that's what it was engraved in since the birth of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like going into someone else's house and trying to redecorate. Now, if they wanted, and welcomed you for that, then that's different. But otherwise, that's not the case, and you're imposing yourself. Okay, the Bible clearly says they don't fuck with us. All right, then people clearly say every time when they tell us that they accept us for who we are, they double back it with, I still don't agree with your lifestyle, but I accept you for who you are, or I love you, but I don't agree with your lifestyle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, bigotry, I feel like a lot of hypocrisy is in those spaces. A lot of those people don't even follow any of the commandments in the Bible and got the nerve to bring up the gay one whenever it fits. It just fits them. Like I just don't. I was a woke child. When you got a deep intuition, I feel like you already can sense the bullshit in it, as a child, because it's just like it's a feeling and a vibe and an energy that you get, and you can tell something is not right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be in that space, but if you are in that space, I feel like you got to be compartmentalizing. You got to be, and I feel like the reason why that's a problem is because that's dangerous. To do all that compartmentalizing, that means that you can separate yourself from any situation. That's a person that has the ability to be a sociopath or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me being black and going and being a part of the KKK. Like real talk, on the low. Like, there's been a lot of people killed in our community from people who call themselves religious. Like, come on now. Like, this ain't just no. Yeah, bro. Like, nah. I try to see it y'all's way. I try to empathize with y'all, but the only thing I can empathize with is the understanding that you were brought up in that environment, so you just feel entitled to still be in it, and you're trying to reform it some way in your head to make it make sense to where it's okay, and where it's not what it is to you, and you go up in there and you look at it like a whole different thing from what it actually is. That's the only thing I can come up with. All right. And just to double back on the topic with the TD Jakes, who would care if he was bisexual or gay? Like, come on, this man has passed the time frame of life that basically in this community. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was actually surprised to see that even blew up. But that's just how you know how much like this DL topic is so relevant to so many people. Yeah, that shit crazy. But yeah, it's like you can't question anything. You just have to believe shit. Like, nah, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? So it just is different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. Don't think just because I'm not religious that I'm not moral and I don't believe in being a good person and doing the right thing. Because that has nothing to do with religion. You know what I'm saying? That was a gaslight part of the religion stuff anyway, because that has nothing to do with what you believe in. You could believe in science, you could believe in God, you can believe in Jesus, you can believe in Buddha, but guess what? That don't mean that you ain't gonna still have times where you don't do right. There's gonna be times where you're not a good person. There's gonna be times where you are a good person. There's gonna be times where you know what I'm saying? Like, that has nothing to do with like that believing in a certain person thing. You know what I'm saying? Or a certain figure thing. They put that all in the same box to try to manipulate. That's what I'm trying to say. Because if you think that people out here who believe in negative spirits, you think that they don't do some good, they definitely doing some good out here too. You know what I'm saying? So, but just on the back note, all that like TD Jake stuff is another reason why I don't believe in religion, is because look at this kind of person who's up there is preaching. These are the kind of people that y'all believed in. That's what y'all should be thinking. Like, any of y'all like straight people in the church or whatever, I'd be upset that I actually even listen to the word of a person who, that's a manipulator, and I would consider that a bad person in a way, because you like leading these people on beliefs and stuff that you're not following. It has nothing to do with just like being the gay thing. I mean, yeah, that's the reason why you're manipulating and lying to these people, because you're not what you say you are. And that's what the problem is to me I feel like that should be the problem with everybody, like gay people, straight people, everybody. It's like it's not about the fact that they think it's wrong, because fuck what they think. You know, the Bible probably ain't even, nigga, got no truth on it. You never know. I don't believe it. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with what we doing. I feel like if there was, we wouldn't exist. And I feel like, nigga, we a part of population control. If every fucking single last person in the world was having babies and fucking the opposite sex, there would be, we already overpopulated. I feel like everybody plays a part in this role of life, even if you don't like it. Just like mosquitoes and flies. We are irritated as hell by them, but guess what? They have a purpose in this world. All right? We wouldn't exist if we didn't have no purpose. So straight up. And also, I just don't think that man can call these shots, and I feel like man broke the Bible. All right, I don't feel like this was something spiritually made. I feel like man wrote the Bible, and that makes it just equivalent to everything else that we have an opinion on, believe, manipulate, control, etc. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say, because I was raised in that community, when I do pray or whenever I thank God, I do thank God. I do pray to God. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the Jesus thing, but I do pray to God. So when I'm doing that, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I feel like I interpret it like I am basically putting good, positive energy into the air and into the atmosphere and into the world. And I do that also with actions, not just my words, and that's how I get blessed. I feel like, yeah, you do get back what you put out. You know what I'm saying? I do believe certain things, but when you're religious, you believe everything in that book, and that's what y'all don't realize. Y'all think that that's why I say y'all spiritual. Y'all not religious. You know what I'm saying? Religious is actually sticking to every single last belief in that book. If you're not with that, you're not religious. That's the reason why I know it's another bullshit thing, because how you gonna get a whole big ass body of people to believe one fucking thing with all of our different opinions? Everybody got a different fucking opinion. You mean to tell me everybody can believe all these 10 different commandments? Everybody can believe every single last thing in this fucking pages of book? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just believe that it's a waste of time and energy to force feed yourself or anybody something like that, when we supposed to be living this life that we was given. We were blessed to even be here. You know what I'm saying? Make the best of it. Put the best out in this world. Put out what you want back. Have good intentions with everything you do. And I promise you, you're going to be blessed, and you're going to be highly favored anyway by whoever's up there, if anybody is, or if it's just the universe, or if it's just karma, or if it's just Mother Nature, or if it is Jesus, or if it is Buddha. Who knows? Guess what, though? You do right by yourself and the people around you, and you have good intentions with everything you do out here, you're going to be straight anyway, all right? Now, I promise you that. Now, Kelzo say so. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to come out here to the car real quick. Well, I had to come to the store real quick to grab something last minute for Christmas. Y'all know how it be. But no, I just wanted to continue a little bit on this. I just wanted to say a couple more things that just came to me as to why I debunked religion a long time ago. What ain't nobody getting ready to do is tell me, after all the people that I have seen unalived, essayed, thrown away like garbage, literally like left for, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna try to say like that's God's plan, or everything is already in plan and all that, like religion says. I'm not buying it. And if it is a God, he ain't got nothing to do with the shit that's going on down here. Like, straight up. There's been people who have literally been born, y'all, raised, loved, fed, nutrients, like cared for, have whole families, just to get up to about 10 years old and be, you know, snatched up by somebody, taken advantage of, unalived, and then thrown off of a cliff somewhere, and y'all trying to tell me that that's just meant to happen? Nah, bro, I'm not buying it. So yeah, I don't believe that there's no person, being, one soul that has to be responsible for everything that's going on down here. All right, straight up. So yeah, that's it for this one though. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.